Greetings, viewers. This is King H from Southern Cameroon and Bazonia. Welcome to my platform. This is a Pan-African platform. Please like, share, and subscribe. The discussion of today has to do with the great heavyweight UFC champion, Francis Ngannou, who visited his homeland, Cameroon. And when he arrived in Cameroon, many of the politicians were happy to see him, took pictures with him, from governors to whatever. And French Cameroonians were excited, ecstatic, were jubilating with love. Remember, this was a guy that ran out of Cameroon because he knew that there was no hope for him in Cameroon. He could not survive or thrive in Cameroon. So he ran out through the Sahara Desert, ocean, and successfully made it in France. With everything he went through, he's now the heavyweight champion, UFC heavyweight champion. Impressive, very impressive. Doesn't only represent Cameroon, it represents Africa. And as a Pan-Africanist, I am happy that he won his belt, though King H is not a fan of UFC. I like wrestling. That's one of my passion. I love wrestling. I love watching wrestling. SmackDown, Raw. That's something that I do. I like. But UFC, it's too bloody for me. Either way, he's successful with his ability in the ring. And Africa is proud of him. Many people are proud of him. Which is why when he went back to Cameroon, especially in French Cameroon, he got the love and support. But for some reason, whatever the reason it may be, I don't know why, but I could say this. It's probably because of the politicians in Cameroon decided to put ideas in his head since he's a UFC champ. Let him, go to Boya with the military bees so that he could display his belt. And the people of Anglophone, the people of Boya, will be happy and will want to joy with him, want to have joy, want to express joy. But for some reason, that's not exactly how that played. According to Cameroon news agency CNA, they stated that Ngannou presented his belt to an empty street where people are struggling to survive by not only putting food in the table, but also not dying from stray bullets. Cameroon news agency CNN wrote that. That's interesting. Trying to survive from putting food in the table. The reason why Ngannou went through Nigeria, through the Sahara Desert, through the ocean, was because he knew that he couldn't survive in Cameroon. That's why he ran away. And his ability, his genetic makeup gave him the opportunity to become a USC champion. Plus, hard work. But all that is due to his genetic makeup and his hard work. His genetic background gave him that opportunity to survive the Sahara Desert, to survive the ocean, and to survive UFC and he's now the top of the food chain in UFC. You know, I'll say this to Ngannou. It was not a wise decision for you to go to Boya in the atmosphere that Boya is at, with the atmosphere that southern Cameroon is at, with the atmosphere that southwest and northwest is at. It wasn't wise for you. But because you wanted to show, the support, your loyalty, your dedication to the country that gave birth to you, Cameroon, French Cameroon, you decide to get on the vehicle with military men, bees, all around you with guns, strolling down in Boya. Nobody came to visit you. Yes, there was some opportunists that came. One of the opportunities that I remember seeing that he took a picture with you, Francis Ngannou, was CY International, who happened to take picture with you. You know, and CY International is from Anglophone, and he knows the condition in Anglophone. He knows the condition between Anglophone and Francophones. He knows what Francophones have done to Anglophone, how they have marginalized Anglophone, how they have made sure that the people of southern Cameroon, known as Anglophone or Ambazonia or West Cameroon, how they're being marginalized by people like you, Francis Ngannou. So for some reason you think that you're portraying your heavyweight UFC champ means anything. It doesn't mean anything to those who are trying to feed themselves, those who are trying to survive from bullets that are being shot by bees, by Pobbia's military forces who are there just to kill Southern Cameroonians who they don't see them as citizens of Cameroon, who they see as people they have colonized, people they have control over, people they don't see them as brothers. That you wanted to show your heavyweight UFC champ in Boya to suppress the humanity of Anglophones. But you didn't know that. You just thought you were just portraying a UFC belt. But that is exactly what the politicians in French Cameroon had. They used you to send a message. But that message is useless. Your UFC matters in the United States. It matters because it gives you, currency, money, a way to survive, a way to thrive. That way that you had to run out of Cameroon because you knew you could not survive in Cameroon, in French Cameroon. That's why you ran out of the country. Now you're back as the savior. But you're not saving Anglophones. You're not saving even French Cameroonians. You're saving yourself and your family. But these very people that helped pushed you out of that country. When your father was dying, you could not do anything because you didn't have the financial ability to do anything. And you made up of your mind that you cannot stay here. because you will not survive, and you will not survive, your family would not survive, which is why you ran out. People are being killed in Anglophone. You portray your belt thinking that you're doing anything for the people. No. You are against Southern Cameroon. That action that you took has made you an enemy to all Anglophones. How many people came out to see you? How many? Not that many. Only a few opportunists came out. Those who are in music business, those who are in movies, those who are like the CY International comedian. He came out to look for his own opportunity so that he could use that to step up. Because that's what Cameroon does to all, even the politicians in English Cameroon. They use them as opportunists to suppress and control and make Anglophone wretched while they thrive on that. There was one particular rapper that sent a real strong message to you, Francis Ngannou. And that rapper is a Cameroon rapper called VOC. Vok, I believe that is his name. He said, "You got yourself out of this hell," and unquote, called Cameroon. The hell is Cameroon. And you make yourself who you are out of Cameroon. And now you're the heavyweight champ. But you are in Boya with military men, bees, who kill Anglophones daily, who shoot and kill men, women, children, women who are pregnant, who have burned down over 500 villages to display their supremacy, their hegemony over southern Cameroon. Because Poppet has tried everything possible to make sure that he can what's the exact word? He's trying to make sure that he can turn Anglophones into Francophones. But he didn't succeed. So now he's using force. He's using military. Since he couldn't succeed politically. But using you, Francis Ngannou, to display the supremacy of La République du Cameroon to English Cameroon or to Southern Cameroonians means nothing. You were there with the bees protecting you. Do you think you can walk freely after what you have done in Boya? Do you think you can come the next time you come to Cameroon, you could come walk freely inside Boya? I don't think so. Which means the next time if you come again, you still have to come with military men, bees, to protect you. Because if you don't, you never know what could happen. You never know. You are spat at the faces of Southern Cameroonian with your belt. The belt that you won to show or to display the physical superiority of African men, of black men. But then again, you use that to spit at Cameroonians, Southern Cameroonians. And you think this would change what is happening in Cameroon? This would change the war that is happening in Cameroon? It would not change the war. The war continues until Southern Cameroon is liberated. And you never mentioned anything about stopping the war if you had the interest of Anglophone. But you don't have the interest of Anglophone. You never had. As a typical French Cameroonian, you have no interest to see Southern Cameroonians or to see Anglophones grow. It's just, you are just as typical as any other French Cameroonian who sees English Cameroonians or Southern Cameroonians as Anglophones. You take us as fools, which is why you were in Boya with your military to show that you have conquered Southern Cameroonians, to display your superiority over us, to spit in our faces, Francis Ngannou. But next time you go to Southern Cameroon, you might not be able to walk out. This is war you're in, that you have started. You didn't do what you did in Boya out of love. You did it to support the Cameroon government that is doing everything possible to suppress, to subdue, to manhandle the people of Southern Cameroon. But I say, life is war. Southern Cameroonians, if you want to survive, you must fight, but fight intelligently. Fight with unity. Fight with brotherly love for the nation known as Ambazonia. Nobody's going to support Southern Cameroon to grow. Nobody but Southern Cameroonians. Or the fact that our leaders are so disunited, putting each soldier out to fight each soldier, encouraging people to do what they're not supposed to do. But again, only time will tell if we will succeed in this war, so long as we don't give up. This war that we have started, that President Poppet brought to our knees, to our shores of Southern Cameroon, should be used as an advantage to display our superiority, our ingenuity, our strength, our power, and our brotherly love as Southern Cameroon to stand for that nation known as Ambazonia. Or French Cameroonians will continue to suppress us. We must liberate our 14 counties. We must. But the visit of the so-called Francis Ngannou should be a wake-up call. Bees can walk into our capital with somebody from US, who is the heavyweight champion, shows how weak the military forces of Southern Cameroon is. We should be able to liberate the forces of La République du Cameroon inside the capital of Southern Cameroon and inside all the 14 counties. County militias should be used to fight the military forces of La République du Cameroon within the counties. County militias should focus on defeating the forces of La République du Cameroon within the counties. And the only key to making that happening is for the leadership in the diaspora to work together as a team and the forces in the county militia to work as a team despite what group you belong. All groups belong to Southern Cameroon. All groups belong to Amazonia. It doesn't matter what your name of military group or name of political group, if you want to call it that. You belong. You all are part and parcel of Amazonia. And if our leaders can think like that and try to forge the unity that we need from that perspective, not necessarily mean that, oh, because I am the head of this, I am in charge. No. Leadership is key. And how the leadership works with other leadership will display how we succeed in defeating the forces of La République within our 14 counties. So that somebody like Francis Ngannou cannot just walk into the capital with militia of the enemy. But this happened because of lack of unity within the leadership in the diaspora. This happened because of the lack of unity within Southern Cameroonians. We shouldn't focus on who is the enabler and who is this and who is that, but focus on who has the intention to making sure that Southern Cameroon is liberated. And if we do that, our 14 counties will be liberated and we will control our nation. And La République du Cameroon will not find it easy to venture into our nation known as Amazonia. Are we going to win this war? Only time will tell. Only time will tell if we are going to win this war. But if we have the intention to win this war, we have to work intelligently, smartly, and unitedly for all Southern Cameroonians, for all Anglophones. Doesn't matter if you are for this revolution or against this revolution, so long as the hope of Southern Cameroon shines when it thrives in winning this revolution, those who are against it will join. So long as the people can see the future of a free, independent Southern Cameroon, they will all join. This is King Adrian. Like, share, subscribe. Till next time.